Hey guys, this video is going to be about pantheism, and it's an interesting topic for most of my atheist viewers, or agnostic atheists, or any viewers that I have that are like that. And I know I have at least some, but it's also an interesting topic for any of my periodic Christian viewers. Um, Not as much probably, but it's just something I sort of stumbled upon fairly recently, and it is in my opinion, it is a incredibly spiritually worthwhile endeavor to at least look into pantheism, um, and check out what it means and its origins. And um, I think embracing something like pantheism can really help you evolve spiritually in a way that's very powerful and very helpful. And what I mean by that is, upon the realization that religions don't have any monopoly on spirituality or meaningful spiritual experiences, if you can call them that, um, I found pantheism, and more specifically, I suppose, naturalistic pantheism, which is basically, in a nutshell, it's the view that not um, not that there's a God, though the name pantheism has theism in it in the end. It's the idea that all is God. Pan meaning everything, and theism, being God. So it's basically a sort of description of the divinity of nature. And though I don't identify really with this term, I find that this term identifies with many of the things that I identify with, such as a spiritual almost admiration of nature, this reverence for the immense, incomprehensible beauty and awe associated with the universe. And it's just an incredible idea, really, because I was so glad identifying as an agnostic atheist. I was satisfied with identifying as, not Christian, not Muslim, not Buddhist or Hindu. I was satisfied with that position of not accepting any religion. But I find that, um, for me personally, I have a very strong sense of awe for everything in the universe, and the great connectedness of everything on every level. Really, I think you would struggle to find a level on which we as humans were not connected to the rest of the universe. It would be difficult. And so that's been a part of my big spiritual journey that I've been on for several years, which is just now maturing. And what I wanted to talk about is, I wanted to recommend, if you guys haven't heard of pantheism, or if you've heard of it and you don't know what it is, or if you just kind of skimmed over it, checked it out once, but it really wasn't for you, I encourage you to check it out. I'm not like trying to get you to convert, because you don't really convert to pantheism. Because I'm still an agnostic atheist. I'm just also a pantheist, because it helps describe a positive identification, instead of just saying, instead of identifying as a negative stance. I don't accept Christianity or Islam or something like that. But I think as an atheist, looking into some of the ideas involved in pantheism can give you an intense, incredible spiritual experience and growth over time. For example, I've achieved this sort of this level of understanding, not to sound new agey and like BSy, but I've sort of understood, or come to understand, my place in the universe, in a godless universe, rather, and it's so much more spiritual, so much more meaningful and powerful, in my opinion, than any religion ever could. And a lot of religions like Christianity get talked down upon because of the smallness of the God. Like he created the entire universe on like some random day in Genesis, like the story. But then he spends an entire day making Earth and man and animals, as if these things have some cosmic significance beyond like this piece of dust. Um, and so I think it was Carl Sagan who said religions don't acknowledge science. They'd rather stick with their small gods and their small worldviews. Because the cosmos is truly um, just so much more meaningful and so much more beautiful than anything on Earth. Because it probably includes places like Earth a billion times over. But I think that an understanding of the universe provided by atheism, by not believing in a God, and a mature appreciation for the beauty and the extent and the grandeur and the awe of the universe is so powerful and life-changing in a way that Christianity never was for me when I was Christian. Is just so spiritually valuable, if spiritual is the right word. That I recommend it to anyone. I mean, and the best part, the best part is that you don't have to believe in any supernatural being. You can call the universe God, but that's just reverence to the universe. I mean, it's really greater than any God we've ever imagined. But I think that the satisfaction you can get out of stepping back, not having to believe in any BS moral codes, like double standards, old books that have passages written in them that you have to live by. Just a scientifically realistic position, as science or rationality, logic, and reason has revealed. This is a universe. It's, what, almost 30 billion light years across? It's massive. At least the observable universe is. And so to recognize your place with such a spiritual effect, without having to add all the pizzazz of miracles and all that ridiculous stuff that probably didn't happen. You can stick with something that's observable, that's promised to you because you can see it with your eyes when you look up at night. Like, your place becomes clear. Whether you want it or not, it's there, you're there, and the universe just is. So ultimately, it's the reality you're stuck with. And I think exploring it via science and reason and logic and mathematics, those tools to use to explore the universe can give you an immense spiritual satisfaction in your life, or at least it gave me a lot of spiritual satisfaction. And I'm sure I'm not done growing spiritually. I mean, I'm only like 19, but it is such an incredible experience to connect with the universe in such a way. And I don't mean like you can feel the universe and like I don't want to sound new agey and like I just went off the deep end talking about like the universe remembers and stuff like that. But I just want to stress the connectedness of everything in the universe. And one of my favorite orators, Neil deGrasse Tyson, he said that we're connected to each other biologically, to the earth chemically, and to the rest of the universe atomically. And though those are just words, that's just a phrase, I don't think that you can just sit down one afternoon and comprehend all that means. And so perhaps meditation, things like that, just thinking about the vast immensity of everything that you are a part of, and that it is not only um, or that rather you are not only in the universe, but the universe is in you, and that you are the universe by extension. Necessarily, you are the universe. You are of the universe. You are in it, and you are it. And so is everyone you see. And I just really highly recommend looking into pantheism, because um, it is a beautiful idea. And the best part is it's it's pretty like observationally realistic. You can look up and see your place in the universe. Um, so yeah, check out pantheism, especially naturalistic pantheism. And if I seemed like I just got super passionate about an idea, I did, because I freaking love pantheism. Check it out.